To the roof, then? That's right. Let's start off with trying to pinpoint exactly where he was attacked. Cecile, do you still have some free time?
My break is probably going to end relatively soon, but I can at least show you where we found him.
That'd be great, thanks. Back to the roof. Oh God, I'm lost. Help me, I'm a lost child. No. These are all rooms, I take it. Exit? Look to be around here. Judging by everything we've heard, the scene of the crime is around here, right?
Yes, supposedly Lighton was found collapsed in front of this bench.
That matches the report, too. Oh, that's the research ward, isn't it?
That's right. All of our doctors and interns do their work there. Do they perform experiments on dangerous monsters in there, by any chance? Of course not, silly. The most exotic thing in there is a greenhouse where the plants used for research are grown. How interesting.
Thanks for taking the time to show us around, Seal. For now, I'd like to perform a sweep of the area until we figure something out.
Sure, I'm always happy to help. Well, good luck, everyone. Investigate until you can't investigate anymore. We will. Thank you for showing us around.
We'll have this solved in no time. Look forward to the good news, okay? Okay, guys, like I said, I think we should conduct a quick sweep before anything else. The canine monster appeared on the roof. With that assumption in mind, I want us to focus on pinning down their infiltration route.
That's a smart plan. Narrowing down the possibilities. That seems to be your favorite method of investigation.
Well, let's get to it. Okay. Infiltration route, huh? Definitely wasn't here. Yeah, not with all that water below. They really are canine. Climbing up from here would be near impossible for them. Over here?
Lloyd, what about here?
It's definitely not impossible for this to be the infiltration route, but even then, the drop is pretty high. Take a look at this.
Do you think the monsters might have infiltrated through here?
Normally, you wouldn't be able to jump up from that floor. However, below the handrail, there are multiple boxes and containers stacked on top of each other. So in we go. Let's go take a look at it real quick. Alright, we should probably check above here just to be safe. Randy, mind giving me a hand? Here we go. The top of the boxes are covered in dust and strange markings. Upon further inspection, it's clear that they are paw prints. Bingo. Yeah, those are definitely from a monster. Canine one at that.
There's our lead. And that means the probability that they use this as their infiltration route is extremely high.
Yeah, I agree. This spot doesn't look too high up from the ground. Should we come up with a plan in case they show up again?
Maybe so. But is it really okay to end our investigation here?
There's still a lot of unanswered questions. Did they intentionally choose a place like this to enter from? And why didn't they go all out when they attacked Lighton? We have a lot to figure out.
I suppose only the wolves themselves would know the answers.
Sounds about right. What we got should be enough to round out the CGF's report, though. It should be. For now, let's report back to Cecile before we return to the city.
We still need to thank her, too.
Back to the nurse's station, then? I'm down with that. So, did they come from... Yeah, probably those cliffs. That's my bet, anyway. Alright, let's try to find Miss Cecile. Wonder if there are any chests in any of these rooms, because I didn't really look. What is this? Oh, an elevator. Nice. Okay. Aww.
Keep up the good work, everyone. You're those police officers, right? How's the investigation coming along?
We're just about finished, actually. Also, I was hoping if I could let Cecile know what we found. Miss Newis, I mean.
Oh, is that right? It's just like Cecile said.
Come again?
I've heard lots of stories about you, Lloyd Bannings. Cecile has been able to stop talking about you since your dramatic return. Now I understand why. You're so cute.
Me? Cute?
Quit ogling her. Can you save it for when we're off duty, Lloyd?
Are you kidding me? Whatever you think I'm doing, I'm not. Chillax, Lloyd. Leave it to the master. What are you? You know, babe, I think you're the cute one here, not him.
Huh? Me?
Sorry about that. I tend to get carried away. The name's Randy. And you are?
I'm Philia. Do you work with Lloyd, Randy?
Sure do. I'm a certified boy in blue. To celebrate our meeting, how about you come party with me this weekend? This guy'll be coming, of course, and you're free to bring some girlfriends, too. Come on, doesn't that sound like a good time? Wait a second here, Randy.
It's definitely tempting. I like to take a breather every so often, so I'll try to invite some friends. Surely some of them are free this weekend.
Hell yeah, call them all up. You cool with Garante? That's my go-to bar.
He has quite the silver tongue. I suppose his self-proclamation of being a ladies' man wasn't all talk after all.
I have no idea how things got to this point. You're too kind, little lady. Having a few drinks with an angel like yourself is more than I could ask for.
An angel, huh? I'm afraid I'm just a regular nurse, Randy. Are you okay with that?
No problemo. Besides, you rock that uniform. Hell, every lady here ain't too bad if I'm being honest with myself. But you, babe, you drive me crazy.
Ain't too bad, hmm? Goodness me, I think I'm going red in the face.
Huh?
Hello there, Martha. Don't act all innocent, Missy. Did you remember to take temperatures this afternoon? That was your job, right? Oh, and this weekend, did you somehow forget that we're overseeing an incredibly complex surgery? Oopsie daisy. I'm really sorry, Randy. Looks like we're gonna have to reschedule. See you later, everyone. Perhaps you'd like to spend the weekend with me instead, hmm? Sadly, I'm not the angel you're looking for, am I?
No, that's not true. Take a look in the mirror. You're beautiful. Tag in, Lloyd, you're up. Randy, 0% of that was productive. I'm terribly sorry about him, ma'am.
Well, what's done is done. So, has your investigation yielded any fruit? Must be if you're here for Cecile.
Yes, ma'am. We're just finished, actually. We found a few leads, so we wanted to give her a rundown of everything.
I see. Around this time, Cecile should be checking in on that girl. It would take a bit to make an announcement on the intercom. Listen up, you four. Cecile should be in the farthest room on the 3rd floor right about now. Would you be against checking for me?
You want us to just head up?
Are you sure it's okay to interrupt? Of course, the young child she's looking after is hospitalized here under special circumstances. If possible, I'd like for you to say hello to her as well.
I don't think that should be a problem. So you want us to keep the kiddo company for a little bit, that it?
Well, something like that. Thanks. If you'll excuse me.
Alright, to the 3rd floor. Let's go. The 3rd floor. Farthest room, right? So what, like... here? Aw. Cecile?
Lloyd, what are you doing here?
The head nurse told us that you were working up here. But, are we interrupting?
No, not at all. These are the people I was telling you about, Shizuku. The righteous, law-enforcing police officers of the CPD.
Isn't that going a bit far?
I think you might be overselling us quite a bit, Cecile. Thank you for everything you do, officers. My name is Shizuku McLean.
We appreciate that, Shizuku. Wait, hold on.
You said McLean.
That name definitely rings a few bells.
Perhaps you've met her father before? Arios McLean.
Seriously?
The Divine Blade of Wind.
That guy as a kid?
Do you all know my father?
Excuse me.
Do you all know my father?
Well, I guess you could say that. He bailed us out of a tight spot a while ago, but we haven't seen him much since.
I think I understand. Did he offend you somehow? I know he can be a bit blunt with his words.
No, definitely not. Honestly, it was a little overwhelming standing in the same room as such an accomplished man.
He might have been strict with us, but he was also considerate and quite reliable. You have a wonderful father, don't you, Shizuku? Do you really think so? Always the daddy's girl, Shizuku. Still, whenever he comes to visit, you're always so shy. You should dote on him more often. Say stuff like, I love you, father, and give him lots of big hugs, okay? But, Cecile, that's embarrassing.
That's Cecile for you. Hard to imagine Mr. Remarkable himself getting pampered by his daughter, eh?
Agreed. It is quite hard to picture. By the way, we might have a lead for your case. Shizuku tells me that she noticed something out of the ordinary that night.
She did?
Well, I remember the night Lighton was attacked quite vividly. I was having a hard time falling asleep, so I stayed up reading my Braille books. Then all of a sudden I heard a scream.
Really?
What happened next? Well, I was starting to get a little anxious, so I opened the window and listened very carefully. I didn't hear any more screams, but I did hear something that sounded like breathing. After hearing that for a few minutes, I suddenly heard what sounded like something jumping. And that's when everything stopped.
Interesting. Did you tell the CGF all that too?
To be honest, I thought I dreamt the entire thing. I only realized it hadn't when I heard Cecile's explanation. I'm so sorry, everyone. If only I had said something earlier.
No, it's fine.
We appreciate you telling us, Shizuku. Anyway, the statement supports the clues we found during our investigation of the roof, correct?
Sure does. And remember the sounds she heard after Lighton screamed and fainted. Those must have been the wolves breathing. Then they're jumping on the boxes. That's their escape route, after all.
But there's more, I think. Though I might have just misheard it.
It's okay, Shizuku. Even the smallest detail might be an important clue.
Okay. There was something else I heard on top of what I already told you. For some reason, I feel like I heard a faint whistling sound coming from outside the hospital.
Whistling? Could it have been a cry unique to this kind of monster?
Shizuku, have you heard that particular sound before? No, I've only heard it that night. I must have misheard it after all.
I wouldn't be so sure. Anyway, thanks for giving us your statement, Shizuku. It might end up being the clue we need. Cecile, are you ready to hear our report? I think our investigation here has helped make the truth a little bit clearer.
Yes, of course. Well, Shizuku, I'll see you around dinner time, alright? Okay, I hope the rest of your shift goes well, Cecile. And good luck with your investigation, Lloyd, to the rest of you, too.
Thanks, Shizuku.
We'll definitely come and visit again, okay?
Arios is a dad. Alright. Cecile, was that girl
blind? Yes. She lost her eyesight in an accident several years back. Fortunately, it's not as if there isn't any hope for her. She's been staying at St. Ursula and undergoing treatment, recovering little by little.
Well, at least there's hope.
It must be very difficult for her. She's a brave girl. Since the Bracer Guild keeps her father busy, she gets quite lonely here, yet despite that, she still pretends to be happy. You don't have to, but would you four be her friends from now on?
Of course, Cecile, we'd love to.
She seems like a lovely girl. I certainly wouldn't mind spending more time with her. I feel the same.
Leave it to me, Cecile. I never fail at making the ladies smile.
Thank you, everyone. Now, back to business. You figured out something while she was talking, right? Mind filling me in? So the monsters trespassed through here, is that it?
Right, we still don't know what compelled them to do it. But the hospital should take some precautions for the time being.
I agree, we have to improvise. It may be possible to set up some sort of fence to keep the monsters away.
Yeah, that should do the trick.
You would need something sturdy, but also relatively mobile. Do you have anything like that here? I believe we have something amongst our outdoor equipment that would work. I'll talk to the chief and see if we can get it installed soon. Good work. Thanks to you all, everyone at the hospital can work worry-free.
None to it. We didn't do anything too special. All we did was pinpoint how exactly the wolves entered the hospital.
That's not true. If you didn't come investigate, we never would have known how to prevent something like this from happening again. I think if you work hard, the SSS will be on Arios' level in no time. I guarantee it.
You think so? You think? I'm moved.
Thank you for your kind words, Cecile. We will do our best. I'm glad. Lloyd, when we both have some free time, let's meet up and chat for a while. Also, I'd like to go visit his grave together if you don't mind.
Yeah, we should do that.
Oh, one last thing. When I see you next, make sure to tell me whether you're dating Ellie or Tia, okay? I'll have to congratulate you on getting your first girlfriend.
I told you it wasn't like that.
I guess Randy would be okay too. I'm not one to judge. Just touch base with me, okay? I'm not completely unfamiliar with the genre, so I won't be surprised.
And what genre is that exactly? Hey, if it'll make Cecile happy, I don't mind giving it a try. Well, I'd mind.
I'd love to talk more, but I'll have to excuse myself here. Take care on the way back, everyone.
We will.
Thank you for everything.
Oh, I think I'm in love.
Warm, reliable, open-minded. She seems like an amazing person, Lloyd.
I'm glad you think so too. We may not be real siblings, but she's family in my eyes.
That reminds me, Lloyd. What exactly is your relationship with her?
Huh?
I'm a little curious too. I was definitely getting more than the standard siblings vibe from you two.
What are you implying? Lloyd, you traitor. You've been slamming a babe like that here this entire time? Ugh, what I wouldn't give to switch bodies with you right now. You know that isn't possible. Actually, I think it's about time we drop this nonsensical conversation headed back to Crossville City. It's already evening, and we still have to put together a report of today's investigation before we go to sleep.
He dodged the question. Yes, quite blatantly at that.
Curse you, Lloyd. She's totally my type too. I don't know what you're whispering about, but I'm sure it's nothing good. Guys, come on. And Lloyd, for love of ideas, just tell them.
Alright, time for another save.
Not been saving as often as I'd like, but...
Alright, let's wait for the bus.
So, should we wait for the bus? According to the schedule, one's supposed to come in 15 minutes. Dang, that's convenient. And it runs all the way up to 11 p.m.?
The fare is really cheap too. The city manages it, correct? Does that mean they do not make a profit from it? You have to remember that the hospital is important to everyone in Crossville State. Given the high demand and room in the state's budget, they must have enough Mira to fund the service. That makes sense.
Being able to visit the hospital as easily as you can is definitely something to be thankful for. Yay, the bus. We actually get to ride it this time. Because last time we got to go in by car. You can showed it turning left. Well, I guess turning is a little much for this big thing. Oh, no, wait. Oh, there it goes. It definitely just bounced. So this is what it looks like. Huh. Lloyd, sit down.
What a beautiful sunset. It is. However, I would not advise looking right at it.
Horrible vehicles make life a breeze, don't they? Man, imagine if we got our hands on our own car. Yeah, I wouldn't count on that. I think the other investigative divisions use them, though.
If I recall correctly, I believe that each 1st Division detective has a private car prepared for them.
Seriously?
You would think there's a limit to special treatment.
Geez, it's times like this when it really sucks to be the misfits. Well, it's no use begging for stuff we can't get. Besides, traveling on the highway is pretty good training, don't you think?
I am hesitant to agree, but I think I have to. But we won't be investigating any further today, correct?
Yeah, all that's left is Mainz. Like I said, let's head back for now and write up our reports. Tomorrow, we'll pick up where we left off.
Roger. I think today was more exhausting than we were expecting.
You got that right, but man, Seal really saved our skins, huh? Alright, next time, I'll use a mixer as an excuse to score big time. Your persistence is admirable, Randy. We're back. Oh. It's him again. And he runs off again. Not interested in the city, huh? Lloyd and the others returned to the SSS that night and began compiling a report of the day's investigation. The newly found evidence, uncertainties, and theories were all discussed and organized for Sergei's convenience. And before they knew it, the clock had struck midnight. Once finished, they returned to their respective rooms, exhausted, and fell asleep. I hope I didn't miss out on that quest. You better give it to me, game.
Wait a second. I'm going on a trip? You can't just say that and immediately walk out the door. Where are you even going?
The Principality of Remephiria. Don't worry, I should be back in a month or two. Might even be as short as 2 weeks, depending on the situation.
Yeah, I get it, but you're a CPD detective, aren't you? Is it really okay for you to be out of the state for that long?
Aw, what's with the long face? You gonna be depressed if your big brother goes away for a bit? Come on, Lloyd. You get way too freaked out when you're all alone.
Why stop at 2 months? You can leave for 2 years for all I care. Perfectly fine on my own, thanks.
Well, relax, I was just kidding. You see, the truth is, I'm not going to Remephiria for fun and games. This is a top secret job, Lloyd.
Sounds fishy to me. I mean, top secret? What kind of secrets are we even talking about?
I knew you were going to ask that. Well, I can't dive into specifics, but it's actually a trip where I'm in charge of escorting this cute little girl back home.
That's it?
The girl and I are escaping to Remephiria, a beautiful northern country. So tell me, just how jealous are you? Okay, no more joking around. I asked the neighbors to invite you over for dinner while I'm away. Breakfasts are on you, though.
I'm not a kid. I can cook my own meals. Wait, that's beside the point. Cute little girl, just what exactly are you planning, Guy? What are you going to do if Cecile finds out about all this?
What does Cecile have to do with anything?
What did she... you're impossible. What could she possibly see in this massive idiot?
Well, okay then. For your information, I've already discussed this with her.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, there seems to be a little misunderstanding here, Lloyd. Even though I call it a trip, it's still very much police work. And the girl's only 9 years old, you know. A dream? Talk about nostalgic. I must have been around 12 when that happened, or was it 13? And afterwards, I'm sure that... Lloyd speaking. Good, you're up. Have you finished that report already? Yes, sir. Yesterday's investigation is wrapped up more or less. Excellent. Now round up everyone and come to my office. You have guests. Excuse us, sir. Deputy Commander Bales? Man, how did I know?
Good morning, you four. Morning, everyone. It's nice to see you, Deputy Commander. I guess as to who was inviting us ended up being spot on.
She stopped by not too long ago. Apparently she wants to hear about how your investigation is going. Yeah, of course, but isn't this on a pretty short notice?
We still haven't quite finished our investigation of Mainz yet. I apologize, everyone. It wasn't my intention to rush you. The situation, however, has changed.
What do you mean?
Up until yesterday, the Guardian Force was conducting regular patrols and providing security to Mainz. However, this morning, it was decided that we're to issue a full withdrawal.
You're withdrawing the guardsmen?
It has only been 3 days since the last monster sighting, has it not? Correct. We had planned on providing security for at least another week. But the order came directly from the CGF commander. He claimed it was a waste of resources. He thinks protecting innocent civilians is a waste?
I never liked that spineless kiss ass. You know him? Oh yeah, when I was serving at Bellegarde Gate, I saw him loads of times. Basically, he's the top dog of the Guardian Force and buddy with some Imperial faction big shot. He's more of a fan of whining and dining He's more of a fan of whining and dining instead than he is doing his actual job.
So the rumors are true after all. However, when the CGF pulling out this early present a problem, it would be too dangerous. Yes, precisely. If the attacks were limited to one location, it might have been handed off to the guild. But unfortunately, the scale of the attacks is too vast. As Deputy Commander of the Crossbelt Guardian Force, I cannot overlook this. The real problem is that we weren't able to neutralize the monsters before our 3-week deadline. And despite the attacks happening all throughout Crossbell, the actual damages weren't all that serious. With that as a pretext, the commander gave the order to cease all operations related to the matter immediately.
So that's how it happened.
Oh, how rude of me. I still haven't introduced you yet, have I? This is Sergeant Major Seeker. She's young, but also extremely skilled in combat and a gifted driver. She serves as my aide-de-camp. I'm Noel Seeker. It's nice to officially meet all of you.
Yeah, likewise. Hold on, you said your last name was Seeker?
By any chance, are you related to Fran, one of the CPD receptionists? I am. Fran's my little sister. I heard you've been looking after her. Thanks.
Actually, I think you may have things a little backwards there. Huh. So you're that Sergeant Major I heard so much about. Sergeant Major Seeker, the young guardsman who's become Tangrim's shining beacon of hope.
I wouldn't go that far. Besides, I've heard about you too, Randy. The Bellegarde forces have had a lot to say. It's nice to finally put a face to the stories.
Huh, I'm flattered. What kind of stories are we talking about?
Primarily ones involving escapades with women, I assume.
You got me there. The guys were always jealous of my awesome skills with the ladies. I mean, I would be too.
I'll politely ask you to leave things at that, Orlando. Now, you should be up to speed with this unpleasant situation. The only factor that might break this deadlock is your investigation. To be blunt, I'm grasping at straws here. I need to know what you found out.
I didn't know things were this urgent.
Well, we were about to submit our report to the chief anyway. Please allow us to give you a short briefing as we do.
That's that then. Good job. Well, Sonia, what do you think about my rookie's abilities?
They've exceeded my expectations. The legend of the Divine Wolves and how the culprits appeared on the roof of St. Ursula Medical College. What do you make of all this, Seeker? Honestly, I'm not really sure. I guess a trained detective's observations really are different from ours. It's more than simply their observations, Seeker. It's their entire way of thinking. I believe I've come to my decision. I'll entrust the rest of the Mainz investigation to the Special Support Section. With you four heading the operation, perhaps new unexpected leads may come to light.
We intended to keep investigating, but we'll keep what you said in mind. You ain't trying to throw us under the bus for ignoring the CGF commander's orders, are you?
It's not within my jurisdiction to tell you whether or not to abandon this case. If, however, we were able to get a solid lead on the monsters, we can mobilize immediately. Surely you understand, yes?
I heard you loud and clear, ma'am.
You really are as capable as everyone makes you out to be. Just so you know, it seemed as if the monsters were able to comprehend our strategies and movements. Acting as a small team instead of a large unit is probably smarter. With luck, you'll even be able to uncover their weak spot. I hope, at least.
Thanks for the heads up. If possible, I'd like to head over to the mining town ASAP.
Yes, that would be for the best. If you uncover anything substantial, contact my office at Tangrim Gate. Sergei, would you mind saving that talk for another day?
No complaints here. Don't go taking any bad bets, alright?
You're one to talk. Seeker will be off now. Yes, ma'am.
She looks like she's being worked to the bone.
Yes, she does. She apparently oversaw the entire withdrawal of her troops from Mainz early this morning.
Sure did. Unfortunately, she's at the mercy of an incompetent sleazebag boss. Not to mention, she can't neglect her vigil over the Republic border. Basically, it's her job to always draw the short end of the stick. This sounds awful. By the way, are you friends with the deputy commander or something?
You two did seem quite comfortable with each other. Perhaps too comfortable.
Well, Deputy Commander Bales was the one who recommended me here in the first place. What kind of relationship are you hiding from us, boss? Calm down, she's just an old friend. More importantly, it's clear as day that yesterday wore you guys out. You gotta head to Mainz, but are you really planning to make that journey on foot again?
Definitely not. That really only happened by chance. We intend to spare our feet from blistering by taking the bus today.
Oh, that right? Here I thought you were following the bracer's example.
How does that correlate?
Yeah, what you mean? Sure, it's sort of a tradition of theirs. As junior bracers, they tend to tour the surrounding area on foot. That way they build up stamina, pile up loads of combat experience, and most importantly, get a lay of the land. 3 birds, 1 stone. That does seem pretty effective. Those guys seriously do that kind of stuff? Willingly?
Perhaps Estelle and Joshua were doing a form of that when we met them yesterday. So they intend to tour the entirety of Crosswell on foot?
Huh. Those two have got quite the personal history, believe me. I've even heard they led the effort in fixing that fiasco that happened in Liberal last year.
The Liberal incident? That was when Orbital Power suddenly shut down all across the country.
No kidding?
If that's true, they must be pretty big deals within the guild.
Here in Crosswell, they're no more than rookies, just like you. All you can do is work hard and pray you can keep up with them. If you don't get results, you can bet your ass that the guild will snatch this case from under you. We'll get to the bottom of it, sir. We should head to Mainz once we're ready. If we leave through the north exit, the bus stop should be right ahead.
Let's resupply and double check our gear while we have the chance. As a precaution, I advise we check the terminal before leaving.
Alright, let's get the show on the road. Oh. Okay, so I have just a little bit of time to go report that. Let's go do that now. Off to the bakery or whatever it was. It is a bakery. Hello. I'm going to save.
Oh, it's you guys. Did you get the ingredients?
Excuse me, here are the ingredients you requested.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally take down Oscar once and for all.
I decided to lend her a hand because it looked like she was having a hard time. But did we really do the right thing? It'll be fine. Competition will just make them better bakers in the long run. There you go. Does someone order fish fillets and monster eggs? Thanks, guys. You're the best. And as for you, Lloyd, you really are quite the dependable guy. I've always been able to count on you to have my back. You're telling me Lloyd's always been like this? Figures.
I assume he was, judging by his overly soft-hearted nature. Let's cut him some slack. We are talking about Lloyd Bannings here.
I don't know what I did to deserve these backhanded compliments. Come on, loosen up. They're saying you're a good guy, that's all. Oh hey, you should try out some of the bread I baked today. I'll hook you up if you want. We appreciate it. I'm sure we'll be picking out a few from time to time. We're going to head out now. Good luck with your apprenticeship. Don't need it. It'll be a piece of cake. Hooray! Alright, let's go return. Let's go turn in this request. And then we're going to call it, because I've been going at it for a while. Oh, I've been promoted again. Swift Spirit Badge. Alright, let's just make, let's see. Inspection assistance wanted. 2000 Mira. I'm urgently requesting help with inspecting the train bound for the Empire. I'll take all the help I can get. I'll be waiting inside Crosswell Station. Oh wow, these are all short. My apartment complex, Mason Imelda, is crawling with monsters. I request aid from anyone able to exterminate them. And Mainz Mountain Path Monster Extermination. A dangerous monster, Fall Eagle, has been sighted on the side of the Mainz Mountain Path. The monster specializes in blinding attacks. Come prepared with eye drops. Alright, so with that, I'm going to call it here. So next time on The Legend of Heroes, Trails from Zero, we're going to be doing these requests, and then we're going to be heading towards Mainz. So I'll see you guys then.